Hey everyone. So have you ever landed on a product page online and just felt overwhelmed? Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to deconstruct one of those pages for a product called the PuroAir 130i Air Purifier. Now the goal here isn't to sell you one. Not at all. It's to pull back the curtain and see exactly how a product's story gets told, piece by piece, to you. All right, let's dive in.
You know, every good product story, especially for something like this, it always starts with a problem. And for an air purifier, that problem is something you can't even see. The whole narrative kicks off by making you aware of this hidden threat that might be lurking in your own home.
And there it is, the hook. This question right here, it's meant to be personal, maybe even a little unsettling. It's designed to make you stop thinking about air quality as a general idea and start thinking about your living room, your bedroom. It creates this immediate sense of, wait, what is in my air?
So the page quickly gives you the list of enemies. You've got the usual suspects, right? Dust, pollen, pet dander. But then it adds smoke and this thing called VOCs. If you're wondering, that's short for volatile organic compounds. Basically, gases that come off of everyday stuff like paint, furniture, even cleaning supplies. By putting a name to these threats, the stage is now set for the hero of the story.
Okay, so once they've established the problem, they pivot right to the solution. This is where the product shows up. And it's presented not just as a machine, but as a promise. A promise for clean air, and that promise is backed up by some really specific, really powerful numbers.
The first big claim you'll see is about coverage area, 600 square feet. To put that in perspective, that's a pretty big living room or a small studio apartment. The page says it can clean a room this size in just an hour, which makes the benefit feel really tangible, and honestly, pretty fast. And then you get this number, 99.9%. Wow. That sounds almost perfect, doesn't it? It's so close to 100%. By claiming to filter out that high of a percentage of pollutants, the marketing is building this incredible sense of scientific confidence in what the filter can do. Now, to really drive home just how powerful this filter is, the page says it can capture particles 700 times smaller than human hair. I mean, that's not just a statistic, it's a mental picture. It makes the technology feel incredibly advanced, almost microscopic.
So we've heard all these big, impressive promises. But how? How does this machine actually pull it off? This is the part where we go under the hood to see the technology that's supposedly making it all happen.
The page breaks it down into a super simple three-step process. First, you've got a layer for the big stuff, dust and pet hair. Then step 2 is the HEPA layer. That's the real heart of the system, doing all that microscopic heavy lifting. And finally, there's a special CarbonTech layer designed to grab smoke, odors, and those VOCs we talked about. It makes some pretty complex tech feel really logical and easy to grasp. And this is where they connect the dots for you. It's not just about having clean air, it's about feeling better. The page mentions lab testing to back up claims that this thing can actually help with allergies and even improve your sleep. And let's be honest, those are two really powerful motivators for anyone thinking about buying this. Another big selling point? Nobody wants a jet engine running in their living room. So the page makes a point to say this thing is whisper quiet, and they give you a number, 22 decibels on its lowest setting. To give you some context, that is literally quieter than a whisper, and definitely quieter than a library. It's a great way to make an abstract number feel real.
All right, so beyond the main performance stuff, a good product page is always loaded with other little details. These are designed to build your trust and show you extra value. So let's decode a couple of the important ones for this machine.
You've probably seen this logo before, the Energy Star certification. Think of it as a stamp of approval from a trusted source, in this case, the EPA. It's a signal that the device won't run up your electricity bill, and it also gives a little nod toward being environmentally friendly. It's all about building trust.
And of course, it wouldn't be a modern gadget without some smart features, right? The page makes sure to highlight that you can control the whole thing from an app on your phone. This immediately positions the product as convenient and up-to-date, perfect for anyone building a smart home.
Now, a lot of product pages don't just try to sell you one product in isolation. They show you how it fits into a whole family of products. And they usually do that with a handy comparison chart, which is a clever way to guide your decision-making.
So if we look at this simplified chart from the page, you can see our 130i model right next to its bigger sibling, the 240. You can spot the trade-offs right away. The 240 covers a bigger space and has an air quality sensor. But interestingly, our 130i is the one with the app control. This lays out the choices so clearly, helping you figure out which features you actually care about most.
And that really is the whole point. You take this scary, invisible threat, you add some powerful performance numbers, you explain the tech in a simple way, and you sprinkle in some official certifications. All of those pieces combine to tell one single, cohesive story designed to be very, very convincing.
So that leaves me with a question for you. When you're the one shopping, what really sways you? Is it the hard data, those impressive numbers like 99.9%, or is it the seal of approval, that Energy Star logo from a name you trust? It's just something to think about the next time you find yourself scrolling through a product page. Thanks for joining our little breakdown today.